There's something you don't see every day, a silverback gorilla making grass angels. That's Ganyeka, the youngest in Werribee Open Range Zoo's bachelor troupe. Playful, curious, full of spark. Sometimes, Ganyeka pulls a blanket over himself when it rains. Yet, when the mood is right, everything changes. Suddenly, he's lying flat on the wet grass, arms spread wide, making grass angels like a giant, happy kid. Where did he get that spark? From his mother, Jian. Ganyeka was hand-raised by keepers, and although his mom wasn't able to care for him, she did step in for another young gorilla named Caius when he needed a foster mom most. She now lives at Mogo Wildlife Park, but she's still remembered for her huge personality. Something Ganyeka clearly inherited. But Ganyeka's roots go even deeper. His grandfather was Jambo, the gorilla who stunned the world in 1986. When a child fell into his enclosure at Jersey Zoo, Jambo didn't respond with aggression. Instead, he stood guard, gently watching over the boy until help arrived. That one moment changed how millions saw gorillas. Forever. Then there's Ganyeka's father, Motaba, Jambo's own son. Motaba moved to Australia, where he became the troupe's strong, respected leader. He wasn't just dominant. He was legendary, fathering 5 offspring and playing a key role in gorilla conservation. And one of those sons? That's Yakini, Ganyeka's older half-brother, the dominant silverback in the bachelor troupe. Yakini was born in 1999 via emergency C-section and had a difficult start to life. His mother, Yuska, couldn't care for him, so keepers stepped in to hand-raise him. It was only when Yakini was older and less dependent that he could finally reunite with his mother. Yakini didn't just survive, he thrived. He grew up strong, confident, and very much the boss. And there's more. When Yakini was 9 years old, he escaped his enclosure using a palm frond that had fallen down. Thankfully, no harm was done, thanks to some clever keepers and a bunch of bananas. This bachelor troupe has become a highlight for zoo visitors, not just because they're impressive, but because they each tell a story. A story of the calm, retired king with a legendary father through Motaba. A story of survivor turned leader through Yakini. And a story of joy and individuality through Ganyeka. In a world where gorillas face an uncertain future, these three silverbacks remind us of what we're protecting. Not just a species, but personalities, histories, and heart. So next time you visit Werribee Open Range Zoo, be sure to visit the gorilla habitat. You might just catch the retired king, the proud boss keeping order. And Ganyeka, either wrapped up in his blanket or lying blissfully in the drizzle. Subscribe to our channel so you won't miss another inspiring story from the world of gorillas.